We have been going on, I think, a couple of months now of extreme and intense energy. This energy started probably starting to build, I would have to say, before the solar eclipse. The lunar eclipse. I think that's when it really, it started to get, we had that lunar eclipse, which was intense energy, and it has been building ever since. So when was that? That was probably late March, right? In Libra. I mean, even yesterday we had the new moon in Gemini, and we have that intense transition happening. Venus's superior conjunction to the sun, changing our Venus from a morning star to a night star, an evening star, I should say. So I talked about all that in that video, in the new moon video. So go back to that if you missed it yesterday, because it had so much information in there. But yeah, the information just keeps coming. The challenges keep coming. The growth keeps coming. Horizons keep widening. And today, it's almost like there's this calm before it all starts up again. Okay, the weekend we have some transits coming in to challenge us, bringing us in new learning experiences. So for today, let's just absorb some of this energy and ground ourselves in the possibilities of our tomorrow. So join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery, gaining an understanding of how to embrace this energy and move forward today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Welcome to your daily focus, June the 7th, 2024. I'm sorry I'm a little late. The day got away on me. I apologize. Thank you for having your patience with me and your support. Thank you for being here. Anyways, today we have the energy of the seven. The seven energy is about creating harmony, creating balance, creating beauty in our environments and in our relationships, especially our relationships under a seven energy. If we look at the daily numerology, it'd be a 6 plus a 7 plus an 8. 21. So the 21 energy is telling us that there is a brand new tomorrow awaiting us, but there are some loose ends that we need to tidy up. There are some things that we need to leave in the rearview mirror before we really step into this path, because we want to give it the priority. We don't want other things pulling the energy away from the successes that we are stepping into, the journeys that we are going on, the adventures, the opportunities, the new relationships. 2 plus 1 is a 3. It is about our transformation. So being open to transformation, being and playing a role in your transformation. We're always transforming. We have been since the moment of birth, right? In the moment of conception, probably before that. So it's about saying, I want to put my energy here. I want to grow in this area of my life. I want to, create whatever it is you want to create, whatever you want to step into, wherever you want the expansion of, or the abundance of, the prosperity of, joy, love, health, well-being, that new promotion that's come up on the board, that raise in pay, to join that group and be of service to the community, whatever it is that you are inviting in. And I'm telling you that socializing is definitely a 3 energy. Talking, communicating, so get into some conversations, get learning from each other, get sharing from each other. The sun is in Gemini and our moon moves into Cancer about 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So under the Cancer moon, we want to create that cozy home environment, right? Add to our living spaces, decorating, decluttering, even cooking a comfort kind of meal, right? And setting the table and sitting together as a family or something. Kind of creating a nurturing environment around this time, strengthening those family bonds, so family dinner, a movie night, game night, or just spending time with each other. Okay, and definitely it's a time to take care of yourself, your own emotional needs. Okay, journaling, meditation, a relaxing bath, a walk through nature. Take care of yourself. This is a beautiful time, Cancer moons, for listening to your intuition. It's a good time to reflect on your feelings. And this is a time when we can find ourselves connecting with our roots, okay? We might be going back into the heritage of the family history of something like that. So, digging deeper. Who was my great-great-grandfather, right? What did they do? Where did they live? What was their life like? Besides that, we have a very calm day in the sky, but and in saying that, we're still experiencing all that intense energy. So it's just nothing new to talk about really today, except for the moon moving into Cancer. But yeah, we're still under some very extreme energy, and we'll talk about that more this weekend. Let's go to the cards, shall we? So Cancer is about home and family. Cancer is about building that safety, that security. Feeling that safety, that security. Maybe you're redecorating a room. Building a cozy little spot for just you. Man cave, a she shed, whatever it might be. Underlying energy is the Six of Swords. It's time to go forward, and it's time to go forward in uncharted territories. It's about having a faith and a belief in yourself, that you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge to go forward. That you're planting the seeds for your tomorrow, so to speak. You're going into uncharted water. You're going to discover new lands, new paths, new journeys, new opportunities, new adventures, new learning experiences. You've been preparing for this. Do not worry. You've got this. Now, many times I point out with this card that the boat is made to fit a motor on the back of that boat, and we have the stick. I think we've been waiting for that motor, and it's just time to just push off. You don't really need it. You just have to have a faith that the winds will be blowing in the right direction and taking you to exactly where you need to go, so long as you stand there ready and alert, doing what you need to do in order to keep moving forward in the way that you want. So it's about showing up consistently to your goal, your dream, your desire. To giving it the focus and the attention it needs, even if it's just thinking about it, losing yourself in thought about what life would be like if you accomplished this, if you stepped into this path, if you asked that person out, if you decided to go to that diet, if you decided to join the gym, if you decided to be of service within the community. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot here. There's a lot of choices, a lot of decisions. We don't want to make any rash choices. We don't want to just do something for the sake of doing something. We want to have some kind of thought pattern of, does this, it's one thing to donate your time, say, to the community, a community effort. But does it also move you in the direction you need to go? Are you getting around like-minded people? Are these people that will become your great friends or great partners in life? Or do they have the power to help you promote yourself to where you want to go? When it comes to your career, when it comes to what you do, how you give of yourself. So we really need to think it out of, what's going to be the priority in our life going forward, where we're going to put the energy, where we're going to put the focus. We don't want to just grab one of those cups and run. We want to really understand what each cup entails. And does that work towards my goals, my dreams, my desires? Because Saturn's going to be a main player going into the weekend. And Saturn is a main player right now because Saturn was squared with Venus and the new moon. So still with the sun. And I think they both this weekend would go exact. So we're going into that intense energy. So when we're looking at Saturn coming in. Saturn just wants Saturn's like dad, okay? He wants the best for us. But if tough love is needed, then tough love is going to happen. So when we're starting to get a little bit too big for our britches, Saturn's always there to put a challenge in our way, an obstacle in our way, a limitation pops out of nowhere to slow us down, to make us stop, to make us think. Are we taking the right proactive steps forward? So this is where Saturn's going to show up and say, don't just grab a cup and run. You're going to regret that because you're going to have a lot of obstacles to overcome. You're going to think it through and really understand, does this align with my dreams, with my desires? We have the Two of Swords. Yeah, once again, we're making a decision here. We're blindfolded in this card. So that means that we need to look within. We will not find the answer going outwards. We can get a lot of examples of some of the things that we need to ponder in order to make the right decision. Now, this could be a decision that you don't want to make. This is a decision where you've already thought about it and you know the answer and you don't like the answer, so you're hoping for something else to come up. Chances are that's not going to happen. It is what it is. It could be something where even though you know it's the right decision, it's not going to be the favorite with the people that it affects. And so you don't want to make the decision because you don't want the pushback that you know you're going to get the minute you say it aloud. Or maybe you're just going within and you're starting to look at a part of your life and what's not working or what needs fixing or what needs restoration, what needs new life brought into it, a spark. And really understanding, some of the commitments you need to make to yourself when it comes to your habits, when it comes to your behaviors and what you do. Maybe you need to learn something, grow in some way, find a mentor, give of yourself in some way. In order to really, maybe there's a path that you need to walk and you're not sure why this path is calling you, but it keeps calling you. And so maybe you need to investigate and understand what it means to you. So some kind of learning experience in some way comes into play here, I get. There's a lot of emotion here. It could have something to do with a relationship, absolutely. Things closest to your heart, dearest to your heart. But I get more of a sense of your passions, your dreams, your desires, and where you really want to go. And maybe there are some things that you really need to make some firm decisions about in order to really commit yourself to your passion, to your dream, to that path going forward. We have the Page of Pentacles. Now, remember, the Page of Pentacles is a young energy, so of course he's going to dream a lot bigger than the king or an emperor would. Or the empress, for that matter, or the queen. But it is about dreaming it big. It is about not putting any limitations on your dream. It's not about micromanaging it into something that's easily doable. If it's easily doable, then anybody can do it. We want greatness. We want prosperity. We want abundance. We want joy. We want happiness. We want to feel that sense of freedom and liberation. And in order to do that, we can't be putting limits on our dreams at this point in time. Don't worry about how it's going to manifest. We're not going to get any information on that. Look at the fog. But there is that mountaintop way in the distance sticking out of that fog. So even though we may not know exactly how we're going to do this or how it's all going to come about, that's where we have to have a faith. That's where we have to have a patience that we will be drawn to, or it will be drawn to us in some way. And then when we see it, that's when the action happens. It's about understanding what seeds you want to plant in the first place. Because until you plant that seed, you're never going to be able to have that abundance because you've never taken that first step. How do you move a mountain? Well, one pebble at a time, one rock at a time, one shovelful of dirt at a time. It's the consistency and showing up day after day and watching it unfold into exactly how you saw it in your mind. Okay. Hi, Milo. How are you? Do you want to come up and say hi? You haven't in a long time. Oh, you're very happy about this, are you? Okay. Okay. Camera's that way. Yeah. Okay. You done? Okay. You go wait for me. Okay? I'll be out in a minute. Go on now. So Milo's a rescue dog. They found him in a little tiny cage. He tried to get out of the cage, apparently. He broke both of his paws trying to get out, and they healed broken, so he stands like a princess. Can't swim because he can't do the doggy paddle. Really frustrates him. Broke all of his teeth off trying to get out of the cage. He was a little bit more rambunctious. He's still pretty rambunctious. Okay, here we go. Higher ground, the 20 energy. Higher ground. So the 20 is about turning points in our life. Move your thoughts, emotions, and outlook to a new perspective. Take an overview of what's going on. Just through shifting your perspective, you will see a whole new situation in a clear light. A different course may become apparent. You will be able to focus on what is most important to you. Make a conscious effort to get above the situation. If there is nothing pressing in your life at the moment, consider something that may be unresolved from the past. Use the same idea of climbing above it with the intention of healing it. Once you achieve the higher ground perspective, you may find yourself filled with peace and a beautiful outcome. So, yeah, our observations to things, seeing things in a new light, new perspectives, thinking outside the box, innovative ideas. Okay, let's see what the animal is going to be. We have the prairie dog, the 10 of water. So this would be kind of like your happily ever after, right? Look at that. We got the prairie dog couple there, smooching under the rainbow with the babies all around them. See if I can get that up so I can read it at the same time. I find that the light blue ones don't show up as well. So I'm going to have to take it away. So sorry. It's time to express your love and appreciation for family. That Cancer moon. Be it relatives or a chosen family or close friends, congratulations may be in order on a happy and fulfilling marriage, as well as raising happy and balanced children. Now, that could be your dreams and your desires, right? You have to treat your dreams as your children, because you are going to grow them and mature them into the successes. You can see them just as you would a child, right? So it could very much be a representation of your passions, your dreams, your desires. But because we have the Cancer moon, it could be definitely about family. And maybe seeing that family that you will have one day in the future, or the family that you have raised, or the family you are raising now. Understanding the love and the joy that does surround you. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.